Reporting live from Stanford Stadium, I'm Tim Kosch for DailyWildcat.com on a night when two teams entered with a chance to go to the Rose Bowl. We left it with Stanford still in the races, but Arizona struggling to get there. Let's go to the highlights. Let's start right at the beginning of the first quarter. Stanford quarterback Andrew Luck made a point to attack Wildcat cornerbacks, and here we see not even 3 minutes into the game. The sophomore drops back, fires deep to Chris Owusu, who burns Trevin Wade for a touchdown. That wouldn't be the last time that happened. But it wasn't just the passing game that was working for the Cardinal. Here we see Anthony Wilkerson taking a counter to the left, 39 yards down the sideline, but that was just the beginning as the Wildcats defense started to implode. Move forward here. Andrew Luck looks for Doug Baldwin, lined up in the slot, who burns Trevin Wade across the field, isolated on a slant, and picks up some extra yardage on the ground. Stanford had no problems moving, leading to a score here where you'll see Stepfan Taylor with a 2-yard run for a touchdown. Stanford goes up 14-0 to take an early commanding lead that they wouldn't let go. Despite being outplayed the whole first half, the Arizona Wildcat offense gets the ball back at the end of the second quarter here and puts together a nice drive, looking to add some points before heading into the break. Nick Foles drops back and finds his favorite target, Jerron Kreiner, down the seam, 26 yards, setting up the Wildcats in great position to put a score in. Nick Foles on the next play, down the right sideline, intercepted by Stanford. The Arizona receiver had no chance, and the Wildcats go into the break on a sour note. Foles would eventually find Kreiner here in the third quarter for a 7-yard touchdown pass, but it was way too little, way too late. At that point, the lead was 28-10 Stanford, and as you see, Stepfan Taylor here scoring one of his 4 touchdowns on the day. The Cardinal were just too much for the Wildcats to handle. Let's hear what Mike Stoops had to say after the game.
Long night. Didn't play, nearly good enough against a really good football team, and just got off to a bad start. Missed some scoring opportunities, and just didn't execute well enough. They out-executed us. Outplayed us, out-physical us, out-coached us. We just got beat by the tonight. Give Stanford a lot of credit and their staff. Luck was he's an amazing player, and they do so many good things. It's a tough matchup, with their creativity and then their ability to play physical.
So what does this all mean going forward? Well, a season that started with so much hype for the Wildcats to make their first ever Rose Bowl suddenly seems like an impossibility. Oregon is by far the best team in the Pac-10, and if they don't go to the national championship game, they'll be in the Rose Bowl. With 2 losses already, Arizona's probably not going to go to the Rose Bowl this year unless it beats Oregon and can somehow count on the Ducks to lose another game. For the Wildcats, though, there's still games to be played. Moving forward, there are a lot of kinks to be working out. For starters, the secondary continues to struggle in all facets of the game. Tonight, we not only saw them struggle to defend the pass, but they struggled tackling as well. Offensively, Nick Foles came back from an injury, but struggled to find any continuity with his receivers, leading to just 17 points, and most of the yardage coming late in the second half. Arizona got ran out of the stadium by Stanford quarterback Andrew Luck. We'll see what happens next week when they host USC and quarterback Matt Barkley. From Stanford Stadium, this is Tim Kosch.